Yes, guys, welcome back in, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me again tonight. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better than I had done the last 24 hours. I felt like crap the last 24 hours, but all better now. Penny's better as well, so big up to everyone asking how my daughter was the last 20. She's feeling better as well, so we're all feeling better. So I thought I'll bring you a video. We're going to talk about Trent Alexander-Arnold. The Real Madrid rumours keep going. They're back again today. Trent signing autographs on Real Madrid shirts and partying with Real Madrid players. I mean, for me, it's nothing, but we're going to chat about it. Liverpool apparently rejected an offer from Marseille for Wataru Endo. Apparently, that transfer fee came in about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's not brand new. We'll talk about that. We'll read the quotes from that as well. Also, our pre-season. We watched one pre-season game against Real Betis where we kept a clean sheet, even our pre-season game. It's nice to see. We won that game 1-0. So a good display from a lot of the team. Good setup. Tay Neone, obviously standing out head and shoulders above absolutely everyone. So yeah, we're going to talk about it, guys. We are going to talk about it. I hope you guys are doing well as well. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. Sorry, guys, my head is all over the place. And we'll get on the show. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, guys. Pre-season is underway. My camera is doing that shit again. Pre-season is underway. It's good to be back. Club football back. Liverpool back. It's great to see. I enjoy pre-season. I enjoyed the pre-season game. I don't know about you guys. Thank you for joining me for the watch-along for that. I had a blast. Real good time doing that. Obviously, there'll be more watch-alongs coming up. Is it Wednesday night we play again? It's the 31st, ain't it? It's the 31st. I don't know. Is that Wednesday night? I don't know the day today. So I know it's at Arsenal we got. So another pre-season game coming up. Curtis Jones picking up an injury as well. But yeah, Tay Neone, man. Tay Neone stepping out of nowhere. You know, we saw him last year in pre-season looking pretty good. He did bits last season, obviously. Looking pretty good last year. But now, again, having a cameo. And it was, I've got to say, guys, it's arguably one of the best cameos I've seen in a long time. It is one of the best cameos I've seen in quite some time from a Liverpool academy player. Yeah, he came onto that pitch, looked assured, looked steady, looked like he knew what he was doing. One touch passing. I don't think he gave the ball away once. Don't think he gave the ball away once in that game either. No, he looked absolutely fantastic when he came on. Now, obviously, when you see a performance like that, it's very, very easy for us. It's very easy for us to overhype his performance and overhype the kid. So we've got to keep it quite easy. I don't fucking going on my bloody camera again. But yeah, he looked good, man. I can't wait to see him again now. He's going to obviously play part in the next game against Arsenal. I think it is Arsenal, then Man United, don't it? So he's going to play a part in that. Maybe he starts because Curtis Jones is, he went off an injury, didn't train today, but he has been seen doing like gym work. He hasn't done no outfield work, but he has been inside doing gym work and stuff like that. So he looks like he's okay. Mate, hopefully it's not too bad. We see him again this pre-season, but with him out, gives a chance maybe Neone, maybe gives a chance to Stefan Bajcetic to come in and show what they can do in that midfield as well. But yeah, I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. I thought some of the academy players played really well. It's good to see these academy players getting their chance in pre-season as well. You see what the future's like in the years to come. Ben Doak came on. I thought it was impressive when he came on. It's just his end product still is a bit iffy. But he takes players on for fun. He scares fullbacks, no matter who they are. So he looked decent. Tay Neone looked quality when he came on. I thought Conor Bradley had an excellent game at right back. I thought he looked very assured. He looks like a first-team right back for Liverpool now. It's going to be interesting what we do with Trent when he comes back. But hey, look, with Trent stuff, we're going to talk about it in a minute. So he looked good. Seth 𝘍𝙁𝙆𝙆. Seth 𝘍𝙁𝙆𝙆 people. I thought Seth 𝘍𝙁𝙆𝙆 actually, he looked all right. He looked assured. Like, I want to see him against better opposition. You know, we've got Arsenal and Man United coming up. So let's see how Seth 𝘍𝙁𝙆𝙆 plays against them. See if he stays looking calm and composed like he did the other day against Real Betis. But I was impressed what I saw from him. I can understand why clubs want him. But yeah, look, he looked decent. Kwanzaa playing again. It was a good performances, man, all over the pitch. And the new setup, the new way we play. You know, Slot playing two number 10s because we haven't got a striker available at the moment. So he played with 2 10s, which is thinking outside the box. He didn't make just one of them the false 9 or a number 9. He decided just to play with 2 10s. So we played like a 4-2-4 almost in attacking positions. Yeah, I was impressed by it. And yeah, and that Real Betis team, you know, there's no pushovers, guys. Real Betis team's no pushovers. So we controlled the whole game. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun little pre-season game. And the Arsenal Man United games are probably going to be a bit more high tempo. Tempo will go up in each game the closer we get to the first game of the season. Yeah, man, I'm excited for the future of Liverpool. I'm excited for the future of Liverpool just for the fact that these youngsters are pretty good, guys. You know, we can't dismiss how good some of these youngsters actually are. And obviously, we can't put too much weight on their shoulders right now. But, you know, that academy is growing. The academy is looking good. You know, Seth 𝘍𝙁𝙆𝙆 is only 22. As he said, he's been at the club 5-6 years now, but never really got a starting place. Sounded like he wants to start for Liverpool Football Club. I'm all right with that. If he's good enough, let him play. No, if he's good enough, let him play. Let's have a look at him this pre-season. Let's see what Seth 𝘍𝙁𝙆𝙆's all about. Personally, I feel like Liverpool will go try and get as much of Seth 𝘍𝙁𝙆𝙆 as they possibly can. So they might showcase him this pre-season, put Seth 𝘍𝙁𝙆𝙆 out on the pitch, showcase him a little bit. That would be my guess. And then we probably get closer to the money that Liverpool actually want for him, which is 20 M's. So yeah, that'd be my case there. But yeah, again, I was proper. I'm excited. Why shouldn't we be? Obviously, there's something that people are not excited about, and that is the transfer window. The transfer window is something not a lot of us are too excited about, are we? And obviously, with our 3 players, our 3 better players, some would say, in Trent, Virgil, and Mo, all coming down to like 10 months left on their contract now. And a lot of the stuff out there at the moment, a lot of the talk about anything out there at the moment is on one Trent Alexander-Arnold and his apparent move to Real Madrid if it happens. Now, you know, talk went a bit quiet about Real Madrid a few days ago when some talk came out about Trent Alexander-Arnold apparently agreeing to a 300 grand a week contract that will keep him at the club till 2028, 2029 season. A lot of people getting gassed about it, me included. We did videos about it. But this rumour again hitting today, this comes out from Real Madrid as well. So I suppose we've got to take things from a pinch of salt from Real Madrid-based journalists. But it does come out from them that Real Madrid are looking at him and is it a lot Alphonso Davies as free transfers in 2025. Now, Real Madrid are very good at using the free transfer market and getting quality players in that for no transfer fee. We've seen it already this summer in one of the best players in the world in Kylian Mbappe. You know, Real Madrid have done that. They got him in for a free, although the sign-on clause is huge. But the sign-on clause, which I only just found out, is actually over the length of his contract. So it's not all in one lump sum. So it does spread out. Real Madrid have also just turned over, I believe, 1 billion euros in revenue, which is the first club ever to do that in the history of football. So they got money to burn. They have money to burn. It's it's irritating that we always hear Real Madrid coming after our players and anyone else's team that has got special players in it that they just get their claws into and grab. And I'm getting a bit peed off with this transfer, this contract situation with Trent. I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to really pee me off. And it's not down to Trent; it's the club, man. The fact that these players have gone down to 12 months left in their deal is a disgrace. And we talk about being a well-run club. You can't be a well-run club when you're letting this happen. You really can't. You really, really can't. And it's peeing me off. It's really peeing me off because Trent, how do we say it? Trent is, he's not, like, I get it, he's not everyone's favourite. Not a lot of people, like some Liverpool fans don't like Trent and they don't care if he leaves. I get it. But I love the guy. I think Trent's great. Yeah, he does frustrate me sometimes defensively, but what he does do with the ball is second to none. He's a special player for me. That's my opinion. To me, he's a special player. What is he, 25 years of age? You can't let that sort of player go out of your football club for nout. You know, you can't let him leave this football club for nout. You just can't. It makes absolutely no sense in the world. 25 years of age, reaching the prime of his career, where he's going to be at his absolute best. You want him in your team, not letting him go for free to Real Madrid. It don't help matters. And what's not helping matters at the moment, this ain't Trent's fault, by the way. This is not Trent's fault, what I'm about to say, so don't take it wrong. But what ain't helping matters is that Trent's obviously on holiday with Jude Bellingham now. Now, him and Jude Bellingham are best friends. Trent's got every right to go on holiday with his best friend if he wants to. He's a grown man. Don't matter if he plays for another club. But it doesn't stop the speculation because of that. Because he's in America with Jude Bellingham. They're on holiday. They've got this bromance going on. They're doing a lot together. It's not going to quell the people's fear that Trent might leave for Real Madrid. And then, obviously, and this is AFTV. AFTV really, they did my absolute nutting. So, obviously, is it 𝘽𝙍𝙀𝘼𝙆 and that went in from AFTV, went clubbing or something, and they saw Trent in the club with Mbappe and Tchouaméni and Jude Bellingham and all that, having a great time. Obviously, they're all Real Madrid players. Then that gets leaked. They go to the press. The press get hold of it. And then the press run with things. You see it, I think the Daily Mail, of all shit newspapers, put it, you know, Trent playing with his new Real Madrid, partying with his new Real Madrid teammates and all this sort of crap. And it's going to run. Big up, Edward. Thank you, man. And it's going to run and run and run. And it's not Trent's fault. You know, I'm not going to sit here and Trent can't go out with his mates. It's just Liverpool fans that got fears that Trent might leave to Real Madrid. It don't help the fact that he's partying with Real Madrid players and stuff like that. It's not helping the fact. And obviously, we haven't heard from Trent yet. And this is another thing. We've not heard from Trent. You know, everything's hush-hush. We've only heard from the Liverpool side of things and the rumour side of things from Real Madrid. But we've not yet heard from Trent Alexander-Arnold. How does Trent feel about this? What does Trent say? You know, and Trent, he might be like, I'm just partying with my pals. I'm just partying with my pals. Jude Bellingham's my brother. He's my best friend. We're just partying. We're having a good 2 or 3 weeks in the sun in America. We're having our holidays. We're kicking back. We're relaxing. I couldn't be with anyone better. I'm just chilling out. And then he goes, yeah, I'm signing with Liverpool. It's not a problem. I don't know where all this stuff came from. And this is the issue. Will he sign a new contract? I'm hoping so. You know, as I said, we brought you rumours the other day that swirling around that Trent agreed to a 300 grand a week contract and 28-29 season. It's all going to be done pretty soon. Then everyone was happy. Then it's gone quiet, and then the Madrid stuff comes back out. All this is coming from Madrid media as well, Madrid papers and all that. So it's what you want to believe, and there's no doubt about it. I believe Real Madrid are looking at and following Trent Alexander-Arnold. Of course they are. A talent like that is about to go on the market for free. They'd be stupid not to do their due diligence and look at him and see for themselves. And that's what they're doing right now. They're seeing for themselves, doing their own work, talking to his representation, talking to his agents, maybe even talking to Trent himself. Here, you want to come to the Bernabeu? Want to play for Madrid? We can put in a contract talk for you in January. Don't forget that, guys. All right, we're not far away from January. I know we're in the summer, but we're half the year away from being in January, where Trent can sign a contract with Real Madrid if he wanted to. All this could be over quite quickly. Two ways. Trent signs a new deal, or Trent goes to Madrid in January and signs a pre-contract agreement and goes to the end of next season. They're your two options. And it's all down to Liverpool Football Club effing it up, messing it up for themselves. Not taking responsibility, not letting these players go down to the last year of their contract like idiots. No one else to blame. No, I'm not going to blame Trent for it. I'm not going to blame Trent for it. You know, Trent, if Trent fancies going to Real Madrid, can't blame him. It's Real Madrid, for goodness sake. Can't blame him. It's not his fault the club decided to let his contract run down. It's not up to the players to go to the club, well, you do know my contract's going down, yeah? It's not up to the players, it's up to the club to look after them. So I can't blame Trent if he actually wants to leave. Can't blame him at all. Can't blame him at all. But if he wants to leave, you know, what are we going to do about it? I'm hoping, obviously, he does it and he stays at Liverpool Football Club and signs that long-term contract and, you know, it just shuts all the speculation up, just puts it all down. We can get on with things. Trent's staying, let's move on now and blah, blah, blah. But then you got Virgil and Salah as well. And, you know, not really hearing anything a lot about the Mo Salah situation. You know, people watched the Klopps Tifo channel the other night. You would know my Mo Salah opinion on it. I'm not going to go through it right now, but it is what it is. But Trent, for me, needs to be signed up. You can't let that amount of quality leave this club for nothing. And that's down to this football club. It really is. And I think I see a question in the chat from Josh about selling Trent. Now, how much would you get from him? Except from him. Look, if Trent comes back from his holidays and comes back to Liverpool, I think the first thing that's going to happen is him and Richard Hughes are going to have a meeting and talk about his contract. And if he tells Richard Hughes in that meeting, look, I actually want to go to Real Madrid. I've got this massive opportunity to go to Real Madrid and I can't waste it. Then Liverpool need to sell him this summer. That's how mad it is. Liverpool can't let him go for free. They need to talk to Real Madrid and go, look, let's just do a deal. But then Real Madrid can go, you know what? We're not going to do a deal. You know, we'll just wait till January where Trent can sign a pre-agreement with us and then come at the end of the season. I mean, it's going to be so hard. It's going to be difficult. But this is getting down on the football club. It's not down on Trent. But literally, if he comes back off holiday and he does that meeting with Richard Hughes, because it's probably the first thing that happened, and he turns around and goes, yeah, look, you can offer me whatever you want, but I've only got 10 months left of my deal. I've loved it here. I've won everything, but the law around Madrid is too big, even for me. I'm going to play with Jude Bellingham. I'm already buddy with 𝘍𝙀𝙼𝙆 and Mbappe and stuff like that. You know, you got to look at it from Trent's point of view as well. Trent, yeah, he's a Scouser. He's a Liverpool fan through and through, and he wants to be a legend at this football club. But Trent might already feel like, okay, he's a legend at this football club. And he also might look at it and go, you know what? I can go to Real Madrid at the end of next season and go and play with Mbappe, go and play with Vinny Jr., Rodrigo, 𝘍𝙀𝙼𝙆, Camavinga, Valverde. You know, I could be swinging in crosses for Mbappe and Vinny Jr. every weekend. it's one thing that we have to think about and take into context, Liverpool fan or not. And again, that's not Trent's fault, that's the football club's. But look, Trent could come back off his holiday and go, look, you know what? Real Madrid, great. They got obviously my pals over there, Jude Bellingham and all that. But Liverpool's Liverpool, man. Liverpool's my home. I want to stay at Liverpool. Give me the contract. Let's do it. And all this is forgotten about. So it is a lot of wait and see. But the speculation will keep growing, guys. Speculation will keep growing. It is Real Madrid. If this was any other football club, I wouldn't be worried. I would not be worried. Because it's Real Madrid and what they're going through right now, the players they got through their door, the young squad they're building there again, the next superstars, you wouldn't blame him, would you? So, yeah, it's a worry one. It is a worry one. And then with Mo Salah, look, I think Mo Salah's at the last year of his football club. I'll be shocked if he signs a new deal. Unless Mo Salah's happy signing a new deal that keeps him on the same wages. If he wants to keep a deal that keeps him on the same wages, then go for it. We can sign Mo up and he stays on the same wages and he signs a 2-year extension, then cool, 𝘍𝙍𝙀𝘼, do it. But if Mo wants more money, I just don't see it happening. I don't see the football club doing it. I literally don't see the football club offering Mo Salah more money to stay at this football club. I'll be shocked. I'll actually be shocked if they do it. I'll be happy because I do love Mo Salah. I want him to retire here. But if I just can't see the club offering him more cash, guys. I really can't. And then you got Trent, yeah. Then you got Virgil van Dijk. Virgil's a weird one because I don't actually think Virgil wants to leave. I don't think Mo wants to leave either. By the way, I don't think Mo and Virgil actually want to leave this football club. But with Virgil, his wages increase isn't going to be too difficult for me. He's 33 years of age. I don't know the football club, though. You know, we know people like Michael Edwards and stuff like that behind the scenes. And, you know, they like to move older players on eventually and get younger players in and then build again. That's what they like doing. But with Virgil, you can't do that with Virgil and Mo Salah, maybe. Maybe you look at it and go, right, my principles are when guys get into their 30s, you know, when people get into their 30s, you know, you got to maybe let them go, not give them a brand new deal. It's too much money for a player getting on. There's worries, there's pros and cons to the whole thing. And maybe Liverpool look at it and there's more cons than pros. But with Salah and Virgil, Liverpool might look at it differently and go, you know, there's more pros than there is cons at signing Virgil and Salah up to new deals and then giving them more money. So it depends how Liverpool feeling as a football club and what they decide they want to go and do. But it's absolutely mad that this football club has let these 3 players go to a year left on this deal. This can never happen again. This can never happen again. I don't want in 3 years' time hearing, oh, McAllister's got a year left. I mean, what, like, that would be like, what are we doing here? Like, literally, what are we doing as a football club if that's the case? Like, I don't get it. Mistake after mistake at the moment. I just don't get it. And now, obviously, the other thing that's hit the world today, hit Liverpool fans today, only the last hour or so, is obviously Alexander in the chat. He says, big up to Super Chat, Alexander. Much love to you, my friend. He said, I would like to apologise if I called you out on some live streams. I had a few drinks that day and you were one of the realest guys talking about Liverpool, and I want to give you this to say sorry. Oh, Alexander, you don't have to apologise, man. To be fair, I don't even remember. I don't even remember, man. I don't even remember. But look, it's part of being a YouTuber. We get things right, we get things wrong. And fans are we're passionate Liverpool fans, yeah? I don't know what the conversation was about, Alexander. I can't quite remember. What channel was it on, Alexander? What channel was it on? Can you remember? Was it on this channel? Or was it another channel? It's cool, man. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. I really do. Much love to you. Much love to you. Look, I get passionate at times, and I go on rants, and I when I finish, I go look back and look at them and go, I should have said that. Sometimes I get too passionate about Liverpool Football Club, and sometimes my mouth runs away with me sometimes, and I say things I didn't actually mean, and I go back on it. So we all do it, man. We all do it. You don't have to apologise. Much love to you, man. Appreciate that. I really do. And that's what I do, you know. On the Thursday call-in show. Yeah, it's because I wanted to come in and oh, right, okay. Oh, I think, didn't we finish before you had your chance to come in and have a call with me? Oh, Alexander, next time I do a call-in show, I think I'll probably do them once a month or so. Next time I'm getting I'll make sure you come on first, Alexander, okay? Just remind me next, because I always forget. I'll try and remember. If next time I've called in show and you want to come in and have your say, man, I'll let you come in first. Don't you worry. Andrew, big up Soup Chat, says, I still don't believe Trent and Real Madrid. Yeah, hopefully, man. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah, big up to Ravi in the house. Always here. Big up, Ravi. It was the porn channel, Jamie. What corn channel, Aliaz? What corn channel was that? What corn channel was that? Jamie has the best rants. Right, the Endo situation. So we've seen it this evening with Endo. Apparently, what is going on with my fucking camera? So with Endo, apparently we've had a 14 or 12. Some rumours going around between 12 and 14 million pound Liverpool have rejected from Marseille. Now that came out today, and then I think I read something Fabrizio said that this transfer came in about 3 weeks ago, and it's not been spoke about. It was about 2 or 3 weeks ago that Wataru Endo was we rejected this offer. Now, David Lynch has come out today and said what he's heard is that Liverpool are open to letting Endo go, but they're waiting, you know, if a better offer comes in. Now, I don't know what the better offer is. I think they probably just want to make their money back. You know, if they get 14 million quid, if the transfer fee was 12 million pound, Liverpool making a 2 million pound loss. I suppose if you get a 14 million pound transfer in, then Liverpool probably look like, all right, we broke even, we got our money back, and he was only here for 12 months and he's 31 years of age. I suppose Liverpool look at that as a good bit of business. So, you know, if they are looking at 14 million quid for him, just get their money back, then maybe another bid will come in. They obviously feel like there is bids coming in for Wataru Endo. Apparently, there's a few German clubs interested in Wataru Endo. So I think it's a watch this space moment, ain't it, with Wataru? It's a watch this space moment with him. I think if a deal comes in that pleases them, then let him go. In my opinion, if a deal comes in, I think they'll let him go. But James Pearce wrote this. This is what James Pearce wrote today, about an hour ago. He said Liverpool aren't actively looking to move Endo on. The timing of the bid from Marseille, the lack of market opportunities available in terms of recruiting a replacement, and the current needs of Arne Slot's squad contributed to the offer being turned down. Now, this is what James Pearce said today. And obviously, you know, James Pearce saying that it's got, you know, Liverpool fans a bit confused. You know, what does it mean? How, you know, why would we turn him down if there's, I thought we was after a DM. But apparently, this transfer came in weeks and weeks ago for Endo, and at the time, Liverpool turned it down for them reasons. Now, Liverpool are weeks on from that, so obviously you would hope Liverpool have changed their minds on certain things. Now, David Lynch has put out a response to that from James Pearce, basically saying that what he's heard from the football club is that Liverpool are open to offers for Wataru Endo if the right offer comes in. Now, for me, Liverpool just want to make their money back on Wataru, and then they'll go out and get the player they want. So it's a weird one. I don't know why it's come out today when this bid apparently came in weeks ago. And that's the difference. This is the problem. When people, and we've got to remember with journalists as well, a lot of these are journalists that put things out, they're opinion pieces. They're not actual fact. They've not been told this in their ear. Sometimes they're opinion pieces because they're putting bits together and then thinking, right, this don't make sense if we're doing that. They write that. So they're like opinion pieces. But this Endo thing came in weeks and weeks ago, apparently. That's the rumour. And at that time, Liverpool, like, if we sell Endo, we ain't getting a recruitment in. Like, who we going to get into cover? I suppose what they're looking at is that they'd have to buy 2 DMs. That's what I would say. They'd have to buy 2 defensive midfielders. And the club are probably thinking, like, at the time, we had no pre-season. They didn't know how Stefan was going to be. Stefan Bajcetic could be, you sell Endo, you keep Stefan as a DM, you go and buy another DM, and there's your 2 DMs. I'm not sure. It's a weird quote from James Pearce that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Even I said it. You know what I'm like, guys. Even I was a bit flabbergasted by it. Yeah, it says there, Liverpool aren't actively looking to move Endo on. The timing of the bid from Marseille, the lack of market opportunities, I don't get that. Available in terms of recruiting a replacement and the current need for Arnold's squad contributed to. Yeah, so basically what James Pearce is saying, Liverpool would have to buy 2 DMs. That's what I'm going with there. Liverpool would have to buy 2 DMs, and they don't want to buy 2 DMs. Pretty much. So, yeah. This is weeks ago. I don't know why it's only come out today. It's a bit of a weird one. Unless Liverpool are actively looking for a DM now. I don't get it. Not even I understand it, to be fair. I don't get it. Look, Wataru, I think from the first pre-season game we just saw, it looks like Wataru Endo's going to struggle this season. And if that's the fact that Endo looks like he's going to struggle, we need to get a defensive midfielder in. Arne Slot's already mentioned something about a DM. So another news article was making the rounds the other day about 𝘍𝙍𝙀 maybe playing the number 6 position. And everyone took it wrong because the way it was worded was terrible. I think it was Anything Liverpool's Twitter page. And they basically put, like, they've been experimenting with Dominic 𝘍𝙍𝙀 playing the number 6 role. And everyone took it wrong. But what he meant was that he just experimenting in pre-season, not as a new DM, because Slot's come out and pretty much said we need a new DM. Slot's quotes to yesterday sounded to me like we need a new defensive midfielder. Obviously, there's going to be players leaving. I think Carvalho is definitely out of here. Tyler Morton. It's going to be interesting in the next few weeks, guys. It really is going to be interesting in the next few weeks. I don't know. Even I'm having struggling with this, guys. Even though I'm struggling with this, and I'm usually I'm usually quite upbeat about everything, but I don't know. The only thing I won't snap at you. I was snapping at my camera. Sorry, because it went out of focus. The only thing I can think of, so the Endo transfer, Fabrizio Romano has just said that came in weeks ago. So if you go from what James Pearce said to what Fabrizio is saying that the transfer came in weeks ago, then it might make a bit more sense. But if the transfer came in today and James Pearce said that, then that makes my brain ache because I'm like, we need a DM. You know, we need a defensive midfielder. This makes no sense. Just let Endo go. He doesn't look up. And I like Endo. I think he's a good player, yeah? Good squad player. But some players just don't sit a certain manager's way of playing. And what I've seen the way Slot wants to play, I don't know if it's going to suit Endo. So go and get a ball playing defensive midfielder. Look, Zubimendi is £50 million release clause at Real Sociedad. Now, I don't know if Zubimendi actually wants to leave Spain. You know, the rumours are he doesn't actually want to leave the country. He wants to go. Now, if he wants to leave, he's going to go to another club in Spain. Test the waters, though. See what it's about. See if you can get 50 million from him. See if you can get 50 mil for it. Like, go put a 50 million pound bid in. You know, I don't know. I'm confused by it all at the moment. I'm confused by it all at the moment. We're seeing a lot of we've seen a lot of talk about forwards lately. The Anthony Gordon stuff don't seem to be going away anytime soon. We've now seen that Barcelona are not going to go for Nico Williams. Nico Williams has decided to stay at his club. So Barcelona are still looking for a winger. The links to Luis Diaz to Barcelona could still rumble on all summer. I think if Luis Diaz does go this summer, I think Anthony Gordon will definitely come in. No two ways about it. I do believe Anthony Gordon will come in if Luis Diaz leaves this summer. João Gomez, everyone's saying is that the Wolves defensive midfielder? Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about him. That wouldn't shock me. We're leaving it so late in the transfer window, guys, that it's probably going to have to be maybe a Premier League player. You know, a Premier League defensive midfielder that comes in and plays that part. Sorry, this thing's bugging me. So maybe that's. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how Liverpool's transfer business is going to go. All I can do is bring you the rumours and the gossip and the hearsay. You know, we're going to continue doing that this summer because that's all we got at the moment as a Liverpool fan. But Liverpool do things undercover, don't they? And it wouldn't shock me if Liverpool went and done 2 transfers next week out of absolutely nowhere, and we can sit here and party and have fun. It wouldn't shock me, but yeah, the transfer rumour mill, it's going to be a mad one. We're going to talk about it all summer, and hopefully then we get a couple of actual genuine players in and we can talk about the real things being here, which, you know, I'm desperately hoping to happen, guys. But yeah, I'm just... I believe if that offer came in today, Endo would have got sold. If that offer came in today, I think Liverpool would have done a deal with Marseille. But that deal came in weeks ago, apparently. So we're talking June time or beginning of July that deal came in for Endo. I can see why Liverpool rejected it. But if that was today, say that was the last 48 hours. The last 48 hours, Marseille made a bid and it got rejected. I don't think it would have done. If that bid was the last 48 hours, say Marseille came for £12.5 million bid to Liverpool, I don't think it's been rejected. I don't think it's been rejected. But it got rejected weeks ago because Liverpool probably looking at a different kind of situation to where they are now. So I do think if another... I do think if Marseille come in with a new deal, I think Liverpool will talk and listen. Atalanta are interested in Tyler Morton. That would be interesting. If Tyler Morton went to Atalanta and we got Edison, yeah, I'll probably do that every day. Yeah, that's the quote I got from James Pearce, honestly. That's the quote I got from James Pearce. But Fabrizio said the transfer was weeks ago. So if you put that quote with what Fabrizio said, the transfer from weeks ago, it makes a little sense. If that transfer was the last 48 hours, then this quote is worrying. If that transfer for Endo came in the last 48 hours and that quote came in at the same time, then that's a little worrying. But I do believe the quote that James Pearce has said there, Honesty's put up, is about the reason they said no to the bid weeks ago. So it is different. But yeah, I'm with Scraps there as well. I'm with Scraps as well. Yeah, apparently some German teams are looking at him as well. Some German teams, are having a look at Endo right now. I don't know, guys. It's interesting. It is what it is, guys. There are 157 people in the house, and we're only on 63 likes. So please hit that fun button, hit the like button. Likes are what help channels grow, guys. It's what help channels grow. So the more likes, we can get close to 100. It helps the channel grow. Puts it in that magical algorithm. Yeah, goes into that magical world of the algorithm. So yeah, start smashing them likes. I'd appreciate it. I hope so, my friend. I hope so. Trent isn't going around with me. I'm hoping. I'm damn hoping. My only worry is if this was any other club, my man, I wouldn't be worried. But it's Real Madrid, ain't it? Real Madrid. We know what Real Madrid are like for getting their hooks into players and making things hard for the player. And we've been there and done it, ain't we? We've seen it before. So I'm hoping. I'm with you, man. But it's just Real Madrid, ain't it? They always, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. The, what what was being said by Slot the last few interviews that I've heard, it sounds like he's looking for a DM to me. Sounds like he's looking for a DM. So yeah. Another thing, big up promo, man. Yeah, nearly at 6K subscribers, guys. So subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. I would appreciate it. Like the video, share the video, all that beautiful stuff. I would appreciate it. So another thing that's been hitting around today that I saw in my news feed, that I'll bring you now. So apparently Slot has been trying 𝘍𝙁 on the right wing in training a lot in pre-season so far. There have been attempts at looking at 𝘍𝙁 in that wide area. Now, obviously, you know how well this went down on Twitter, and people have been talking about it in the news feed today, saying basically like, why are we trying 𝘍𝙁 on the wing? He's not a winger. He's not a wide player. He's a number 8. Why are we trying a number 8 in wide positions? Makes no sense. It does make it does make some sense. Oh, my internet's going now. I don't know what is going on here. It does make some sense. 𝘍𝙁 was a wide player for a while. At Leipzig, he played in more, not like a winger. People get it up. People get messed up. Oh, 𝘍𝙁 out in the wing don't make no sense. More like an inside forward, like a Mo Salah kind of position. And I think people forget that is more of his natural position than actually playing in the 8. Where he played for Jurgen Klopp last season, for Liverpool last season, he's not really natural in his best position for 𝘍𝙁. He does like playing more advanced roles. He does like to get wide at times and drive in from wide areas of the pitch as well. So yeah, people saying that Liverpool being cheap, looking to try and maybe not buy a Mo Salah replacement and just use 𝘍𝙁 that position. I don't think that's the case. I just think like 𝘍𝙁 can play. He's more natural to play, in them wider positions. Like, I think he played He played the left-hand side a lot for Leipzig and Salzburg. I swear he did. You know, he likes them more attacking, wider, central areas of the pitch more than that box-to-box sort of stuff. So, yeah, it's an interesting take. It's an interesting discussion. I like the fact, though, I will say this. I do like the fact that Slot has a more hands-on approach to training. I don't know if you guys... Yeah, that's it, Sean. He was more of like a left attacking midfielder more than he was a winger. Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point as well. You know, Klopp using spots like 𝘽𝙍𝙀𝘼𝙆𝙄𝙁 Sung ruin people's perception of him as a forward-thinking player. Suppose I would be David Beckham on the right. He would be running down the wing, crossing it, creating chances where Salah can move into his left foot and shoot. Yeah, exactly. Jamrock says to get the most out of spots, you have to play him wide. Yeah, exactly. Like, we know this, but because Klopp played him in midfield as the number 8 last season, a lot of people were like, why are we trying to take a midfielder and put him as a wide player? It makes no sense. And it actually makes more sense than actually playing him in the midfield, to be perfectly honest. But I do like the way Slot takes training, guys. I don't know if you guys have watched a lot of inside training, but any of the videos today. But Slot is very big on the hands-on training, ain't he? He's very big on hands-on training, which, you know, I like. I like a manager who's hands-on. You know, he gets heavily involved. He makes them train in one half of the pitch so they don't get injuries. I'm all for it. And my Wi-Fi is... I don't know why my Wi-Fi is going down. I've got an internet cable plugged in, but it is what it is. Yeah, I like Slot's thinking outside the box. I like it. He's thinking outside the box. He's more hands-on in training. He's not sitting back and watching. You know, he trains in one half of the pitch only to reduce injuries. Played with 2 number 10s the other day because we didn't have a striker. That was just a thinking out of the box. It's a different take to what we've been used to. And that doesn't mean what we've been used to for 7 years under Klopp was wrong either. You know, a lot of people get that wrong. Doesn't mean it was wrong. It's just another take on it, another way someone wants to play football. So it's intriguing stuff. The pre-season, the pre-season's going away. It is going nicely at the moment. I think Jota might be available for the next game, which I'm hoping is true. That'd be great to see if Jota's available for the next game. Yeah, and slowly and surely all the players will be coming back. So I'm enjoying pre-season, guys. I'm enjoying pre-season. No way you're a football YouTuber that uses the internet cable. I thought the unwritten rule was to have bad Wi-Fi. Yeah, you got to have that cable in, man. That's why I hate it when my internet drops a little bit, because it shouldn't. But yeah, I have that cable in, man. You got to have that cable in. You got to have that cable in. I like the training they did on the live training. Yeah, it was great, man. It was great. I love it. Yeah, Trotter was in training as well. Big up to Craig. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Question: when are Joji and Ali right? Oh, I think they will be back. Is it next week? They will join the US tour. I think they said Alisson and Diaz and Darwin wouldn't be back till we got to Anfield, if I remember rightly. So everyone who got to the finals, so everyone who played in the final of the Copa America or the Europa or the European Cup, they won't be back till we go back to Anfield after the American tour. But everyone else should be back, I think, next week, I believe, or the end of this week, something like that. I can't remember what Arnold Slot said, but yeah, should be having yeah. He might not, Ravi. So there's links at this moment in time. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow in tomorrow's video, but there's a lot of links at this moment in time about Gravenberch going to Galatasaray. So I won't go too much into it now. We're going to talk about that tomorrow in more transfer roundup news. But yeah, it could be Gravenberch could be going to Galatasaray. But we will talk about it. Yeah, Grav playing in the double pivot. I think Grav's due in at the end of the week this week. So yeah, wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. Big up to everyone. Thank you for joining me. It's just a quick Sunday stream. I'm feeling a lot better now, so I thought I'd do a video, have my take on all this. Guys, I hopefully should be back sometime tomorrow. I should be back sometime tomorrow. Just make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and hitting the notification bell so you know when I go live. So I don't know what time it'll be. It'll be sometime tomorrow. I do want to talk about, that's Galatasaray and bidding apparently for Gravenberch. We're going to chat about that. But appreciate everyone coming in, hitting that like button. Everyone in the comments. Big up Alexander and Andrew with the super chats as well. Much love to you too. Appreciate everyone. And mods again. All the mods in the chat. Appreciate you as well. Guys, we're going to talk tomorrow, yeah? Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.